Hi there, this is Crystal from Crystal Obregon Coaching. Happy Monday. I hope you had a terrific weekend. So, I wanted to talk today about something that came up in a coaching session last week. I'm going into a couple sessions into the second group of sessions that I've done with this client, and the first set that we do, because it is curriculum based and it's a science based process. So the first sessions we do, the first 12, are really about diving deep into the high performance habits. And then the second session are really about creating more of a charged life versus a caged life or a comfortable life. I'll talk about more about that later, or ask me some questions. So what am I trying to say? Sorry. So one of the things, the second session is really about the control that we have in our life. And there are some areas that you do want to develop control, and then others that trying to control them is not in your best interest. So I'd like to talk a little bit about one of the things that we are trying to control, and that's controlling for new. Controlling for new. And so neuroscientists have shown using MRI imaging that when we add both novelty and challenge into our lives, let me use my note card so I stay on track, that it really makes your mind sharpen. It makes it come to attention. It releases dopamine, and basically energizes your brain. You go into figured out mode, and it motivates us. So basically, this was about building that novelty and building that challenge into your life, instead of, and that's really what one of the things that high performance is about, is choosing to bring things into your life that will benefit you and help you create a more extraordinary life, versus just accidentally coming upon them. So I'm going to go through just a few ways that you can try to bring that novelty and challenge into your life. And I know that it's a lot harder right now because we're in the pandemic. Very few of us are traveling or doing, the things that might bring that in. But I'm going to give you some ideas to work around, and I hope you will also share in the comments some ways that you could bring those in. So one thing that I would often tell clients is to plan a 90-day getaway. So every 90 days, for a weekend, maybe a long weekend, plan something. Ideally, it would have been to actually go away from your home if you could. Right now, it's still a little bit harder. People are doing a little more road trips, that kind of thing now, but it's still a little bit harder. So it could also be a staycation. I know I did that once this summer. And but the idea is when you're giving yourself something to look forward to, and two, you're breaking up your routine so that you don't become stagnant. So a staycation totally works, but just plan that if you do stay and do your staycation, do some things that you wouldn't normally do. Do some new things in your area. So the second one is skills development. So skills development being planned also brings that novelty and challenge. And it can be something work related, personal related, where I might have before told you, hey, go out and try dance lessons or go to a seminar, that kind of thing. We're not really doing groups in most places. So there are also a lot of innovation, and people are doing their seminars online. They're doing classes online, even more than before. A lot of this was already available. They're doing actual like dance classes, learning languages. All of those things bring something new, and that activates your brain so that basically you're not becoming bored and dull, which is something that that people that want to live a more extraordinary life do. They bring these in. This one's really fun. This one I did is changing or improving your home environment. There's definitely a time in the middle of the summer where we're like, oh, there's just, we get traffic. We live in a beautiful neighborhood, but we get traffic noise because we're up on top of a hill. And we also get the noise from people's blowers and work that's being done nearby. And so we were looking at other houses, and it's actually just not practical. So what I decided is that we would make our home as nice as possible. And so I've been painting for the past 3 weekends. I took this weekend off because it was my birthday. But I spent the weekend painting our home. It's been a while. I hadn't planned on doing it myself, but the painter I wanted isn't doing interior work because she's taking care of an elderly mom. So I've been painting, and it also checks a couple other boxes of the new, because it's been a long time since I've done any painting, and so there's some skill development happening there as well. But it's changing my environment. It has a great result, and I'm really getting into a flow when I do it. Doing that physical work has adds something, and so then when I start work on Monday, I'm actually energized, which sounds strange. So number 4 is to expand your peer circle, which again seems like it might be difficult during coronavirus. But in doing some of those things like the online classes, those kind of things, you would be surprised that you can meet people that are also trying to change it up and add novelty. And sometimes you really do make connections with those people. And then trying a new activity that goes a little bit with the other ones of potentially dance classes, or there are all kinds of things that innovations that actually those people that would normally teach in person are having to do. So not only are you bringing something to yourself, but you're also helping to be supportive of people that are normally trying to make a living in that way. So I would love for you to share ways that you have been controlling for new, bringing more challenge or novelty into your life when we are going through these times with the pandemic and all the things that are coming with it. So have a great rest of your day. Please share or ask any questions down below. All right, have a great day. Bye.